wheezing and his coughing cut through the city dawn. I walked this path most mornings, and I looked at him with scorn. He'd been here for a week now, finding shelter by the fence, behind a clump of bushes, and all for no expense. The dirt caked on his hands and neck had built up over time. He smelled a bit unpleasant, but equal to the grime. I sat beside him on the bench, his coughing clearing some, a raspy voice declaring that people call me Strum. Next morning he was sitting on the bench beside the path. Oh, I wanted to avoid him, well, at least until he'd bath. But I sat with him for a spell and then went on my way. At the same time every morning we'd share the start of day. He worked whalers out of Albany, shore sheep in his time, caught crocodiles at Wyndham and laboured in his prime. As a fiddler on the Nullarbor, he lost the lot it seems. His Kalgoorlie sweetheart left him with only shattered dreams. The dirt caked on his hands and neck had built up over time. He smelled a bit unpleasant, but equal to the grime. His eyes bloodshot from too much grog, he offered me a rum, that interesting hero, simply known as Strum. Then one morning he was gone, he didn't wait for me. Oh, I feared the worst, then my heart just sank to see some youths out on a spree. Had come across him, played with him, then tiring of their game, left him lying in a pool of blood. Shame, you bastards, shame. Strum, a battered old guitar you were, to some you were a hoon. You plucked at life, now my heartstrings are left to play your tune. People touch us, then they're gone, some lives not fully run. There's treasure buried under dirt, and yes, I found some. The dirt caked on his hands and neck had built up over time. He smelled a bit unpleasant, but equal to the grime. His eyes bloodshot from too much grog, he'd offer me a rum. There's treasure buried under dirt, and yes, I found some. There's treasure buried under dirt. I miss you, Strum.